Alright y'all, what's good? So we are back with another building a brand from scratch video. This video is going to be like the preparation, pre-shoot for the e-commerce shoot, which is going to be our next photo shoot for the denim. For anyone who like doesn't know what an e-commerce shoot is, it's literally just solely showing off the product. And basically it's what I'm going to use on my website as like the pictures for the website. And rather than, you know what I'm saying, the campaign stuff that we shot earlier is really for more promotional purposes, and then the e-commerce stuff is for pretty much just strictly showing off the product, which is what we're gonna do. I had originally planned to shoot e-commerce the day of the campaign shoot. I was gonna originally just take 2 models and we were just gonna shoot it real quick before we got into the actual real meat of the shoot, but I completely forgot. It completely slipped my mind, which is fine because there was 2 models who weren't able to make the shoot. I still have their pairs right there. So you know what I'm saying, we just hit them up and we were like, hey, you know what I'm saying, can we do just the e-commerce shoot, literally just the stuff for the website. And yeah, so basically like the purpose of this e-commerce shoot is not only to, you know what I'm saying, show off the product and do all of the things that are the purpose of an e-commerce shoot, but it's also just to kind of take our time and kind of like correct everything that we didn't get right in the campaign shoot. In the campaign shoot, we were very rushed and we didn't like take our time with things, and we didn't really exactly get visuals that were telling the story that I wanted to tell, or just saying what I wanted to say, or doing what I wanted to do with the visuals, if that makes sense. So basically, aside from the photography that we do with the e-commerce shoot, we're also going to be doing some videography, and that's going to be the focus of that videography. It's literally just to really focus and take our time and make sure that this, like, everything about it is visually what we want and doing what we want, and it's good. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much the purpose of the e-commerce shoot. We're gonna take some straight up just product pictures, just like on the ground, just straight up of the product. We're gonna take some like full body of our models. We have a male and a female model, so that'll be perfect so males can see it, females can see how it looks. And then we'll be able to reference those sizes as well. And then we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, the last part of the shoot is we're gonna take our time, we're gonna record some visuals that kind of just have the vibe that like I really wanna have for my brand, and visuals that are more focused on keeping that story for my brand, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm not trying to talk too much in this video because I feel like in all of these brand videos I just do a fuck ton of talking, so I'm really just trying to be more precise with my words these videos. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and just get right into showing y'all what we have for the mood board so far in terms of photography and in terms of visuals, and I'm gonna go over that with y'all. And then the last portion of this video, I'm gonna be location scouting. I literally have one location I think is perfect. It's literally right up the street. I'm gonna head up there. Hopefully it works out, and if not, then I'll end up going to look for some other places tomorrow, but I think it will work out. So yeah, this is the note for the inspiration for the e-commerce. So like you said, we got the date, we got the time, location we're gonna figure out today. This is really the main inspiration right here in terms of location, like really in terms of the entire shoot. This is really like, I'm damn near trying to copy this shit to a T. Really just with this lighting, like you see how the sun is in the corner and it's kind of, you know what I'm saying, really being emphasized. You have this glare, and then obviously product, main focus of the shoot, and then you have like a nice background, and then this was kind of just extra as well. And then the product shot, so literally just gonna lay the denim down on the grass, take some overhead pictures. That's gonna be super simple. And then you have the posing and framing. I want a little bit more dynamic posing than that, like this and this and this, rather than just like standing still. But I'll let the models just, you know what I'm saying, be comfortable, and I'm sure that they'll be able to, I'm sure it will look good. But yeah, this is really just for the framing. Like you see, full body, full X, Y, and Z, da da da. I keep using this damn picture of myself, y'all gonna see it. And then I do want to do one where we have the male model in the front, female model in the back, kind of like this, and switch it around as well, where we do both models in the pictures as well. And then I have one references for literally just shots of the denim. So that's pretty much it. Again, super simple photography wise. Like we're literally just focused on showing off the product. So the photography is gonna be super simple. It's probably gonna be super quick. And yeah, it should be pretty cool, pretty easy to come up with. So the visuals, again, this is where, again, y'all have seen, y'all have seen these visuals in some of my brand videos for sure. This is really what we're going for, like just something super calm, something super calm, something super pretty, like lit wise, but we also want to use the surroundings, use the environment, but still show off the denim. We still want to have an interactive aspect of the denim. I don't really have any ideas. Yeah. We have a couple of ideas of how to, you know what I'm saying, kind of take this idea in terms of visually and add our denim to that, and that's kind of how we're gonna make this our own. That's pretty much it in terms of the mood board for the shoot. Y'all see what we're going for. Again, super simple, and just the visuals is really what we're trying to hit. With all of that being wrapped up, all of the goals for the shoot and the mood board for the shoot being wrapped up, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. We're gonna go check the location that I have in mind, and I do genuinely think that it will work for pretty much exactly what we're going for. So I'm excited to get over there and kind of take some videos and see how it looks. Alright, y'all, so we are at the location. So this is a park I came out to jog one time, and I like recorded it, so y'all may recognize it from there. I don't know if anybody even watches my content like that, but either way, we here. So there's a little bit of field over there, but I really want to go to this field over there, which is what I've seen that I think would work. But I also do think that area would work, and it's a little bit more enclosed and a little bit more trees. So I feel like if we shot correctly, that may be where we want to do the e-commerce. But I'm gonna go over there first and show y'all where I think we're gonna do the visuals. It's very pretty over here. See, this vast area is kind of where I'm thinking of doing the visuals. Now my only gripe with this whole area is like you have these things that like just aren't natural, like this pole, this cement thing, you have that cement thing over there. If those weren't here, I do genuinely think that this would be perfect all around. So I do think we're pretty much gonna recreate the shot of the girl eating the strawberry to a T. Now, my thing is like, I want to recreate that, but obviously like, yeah, I'm not just trying to like rip people's shit and just make the same exact thing. Yes, I really like the visual, and I really like the feeling that it gives and everything. I'm really just gonna take like the person sitting under a tree thing, and I think that this tree would be perfect for that. And I feel like I might put that shit up like side by side, because I feel like this right here and somebody sitting under the tree right there, like I feel like that's almost the same exact as the other video. Like I feel like because you can see the trees off in the background, they would sit under the tree right there, and then there's just a vast field. The only thing is, again, like you can tell we're not just in nature. Like there's a pole off in the distance, there's that cement thing, and then there's the sidewalk right there. So I definitely, like, obviously they're minor enough to where like you can't even really see them in that main shot, but I definitely want to make it to where it looks like we're just simply immersed in nature, which I mean we are, like we really are. We're in the middle of a big ass field. Now I don't, again, like I said, I don't want to rip that visual to a T. I do want to do the idea of somebody sitting under the tree, but what I really want to do, which I don't think we'll be able to do with this tree, what I really want to do is like a tire swing, because we have two models. So I want to have like one model, you know what I'm saying, sitting on the ground on the tree, and then I wanted to have another model like hanging from like a tire swing right there, right next to them. I don't think obviously we'll be able to accomplish that because this tree doesn't like really have anywhere. Like you can get up there, but that would be really hard because we would have to build the tire swing. Like we'd have to get a rope and get a tire and attach it, and I don't think we can really get all the way up there. But yeah, so the other visual y'all saw was like the girl running within the sprinklers and stuff, and obviously there's no sprinklers out here, but what I wanted to take away from that video wasn't necessarily the sprinkler, but more so just kind of like the running and enjoying it, and just kind of like the slow motion shots of like her different aspects of her, you know what I'm saying? And then we take those and we translate those to denim. So slow motion aspects of, instead of her face, it's the denim, you know what I'm saying? So I think that would be cool if maybe we got like just a shot of them two just running in the field, and you know what I'm saying, we just got kind of close-up shots of their denim as well. So I do have this idea for this other visual, which includes the song Twisting by Venna. That song just sounds really good to me, and it kind of just been giving me some ideas. But the thing is like the ideas I have for those visuals are kind of more like staged, like modeling, like serious, but kind of also focused on like the scenery. Like I would basically just have like the models just kind of chilling in front of like some really cool scenery. Now there's a creek down that way. I'm not gonna walk all the way over there just because I don't want to. But like I thought it would be cool to maybe get like some shots of them modeling in front of the creek with the song in the background. So other than that, for the visuals, I think I do want to do something with the tall grass over there as well. I don't really know. I'm gonna keep brainstorming videos. I'm gonna keep brainstorming ideas. We have about 2 weeks until shoot day, and I feel like I have enough good ideas marinating right now to, you know what I'm saying, get me to having really solid ideas by the time of the shoot. But yeah, other than that, like the main point of the visuals is just for people to, you know what I'm saying, just for them to look like they're enjoying their time, look like they're having fun together. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna walk back over to that area over there because I genuinely think that will be perfect to shoot the photos, the main photos. Yeah, so that's where I first was, like that's my car over there. So we just walked around and now we're basically here. But this is where I think would be perfect to shoot the actual econ, the actual photos. Like I think something like, I don't know, because it's not like symmetrical, so it's not like making sense in my head for me. But I think like something like this, with this as the background, or maybe this is the background, something in this area, or maybe even if we just step all the way back over here, like something like this where it's just like super wide and you just see like a lot of green behind, and then you have our models like right there and right there. Well, you'll see what I was talking about with the sun. Like the sun is right there and it's like 5 p.m. right now, so by 7 or so it should be like right there. Perfect golden hour timing to, you know what I'm saying. And then yeah, the product shot, I'll probably just find like a super green spot in the grass somewhere, which looks like over here. And then if not, we'll just edit it and make it a little bit greener. But yeah, I do genuinely think that that is a really good spot to shoot the photos at. And I feel like we have a good idea. I feel like we have a good location to work with and a good idea of where we want to get the main ideas that I have planned out. But also we have a good location to work with in terms of if we come up with other ideas, which hopefully I do by then. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, there's a little bit more ideas that I have and we can get to those as well. Thing is like the creek is pretty, the creek is nice and everything. I think I'm gonna walk over there and just take a look, take a gander. The only reason I don't think I want to shoot over there is because it's kind of dirty. There's kind of a lot of like litter and a lot of like plastic and a lot of shit in there. So it's just like, it's not as pretty as I feel like it could be. But I'm gonna take a walk over there and we're gonna see what that looks like. I also think all of these trees, like you see the way that the lighting is hitting, I feel like the trees could be, I mean, I don't know, the lighting's just hitting really pretty. This whole area is really pretty right now, but I feel like this area with the tall grass and with the trees over there could also be interesting to shoot in. All right, so this is the creek area, and I mean, this looks a lot different. Dude, look at this big ass cricket, what the hell? This definitely looks a lot different than the last time I was here. I don't think that, like, yeah, like there's last time I came here was in winter, so like all of this green shit is growing for sure. And yeah, I don't know. I think that this is cool. There's a Whole Foods, like, but that's what I'm saying, like there's a lot, it's kind of dirty, you know what I'm saying? I think that is cool, I think that is pretty, but I don't think that is what I'm going for. Like, yeah, I want to be in nature and I want to be outside, but I don't want it to be like about nature. I want it to be about the plants and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so with that being said, you know, I think that the point of coming here was accomplished, you know what I'm saying? We found the location works for what I want, you know what I'm saying? And we found ideal locations to shoot both things, which I'm really happy. I feel like the photography location is actually going to come out really good, so I'm really happy about that. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up this video, honestly. I really just wanted to come on here and kind of just talk about the goals with the e-commerce shoot and how I plan to kind of like compensate for not accomplishing everything I wanted to accomplish within the main campaign video, or within the main campaign shoot. Like I said, like there was a lot more stuff we were supposed to get to in that shoot that we didn't get to simply because of just like time mismanagement, which is completely okay. It's worked out. And I like the direction that I have for this shoot, and I like that I was able to come up with the direction for this shoot based off of that campaign not going the way that I wanted, or going the way that it did. So yeah, I'm excited for this shoot. The next video will probably just be shoot day, BTS from the shoot. I'm gonna try and have somebody come through and record. So it's literally just gonna be me, E from the videographer, Theo the photographer, and then 2 models, the male and female models. Most likely I'm probably just gonna end up setting the camera up, and that's completely fine. It's gonna be a calm shoot. It's gonna be a lot smoother of a shoot because there's a lot less to manage. And hopefully that allows us to like really just lock in and knock out what we want to knock out. I hope y'all stay tuned for the results. Thank you for anybody who's watched to this point in this video. And yeah, I'm excited. I hope y'all are excited too. And yeah, can't wait to see how this shit comes out. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day.